Have you ever been in a situation that you're trying to get ready, whether it's for work or for an event, and you look at your wardrobe that's full of clothes, but you still have nothing to wear? I think this happens to all of us eventually, and we end up with a closet full of clothes that we simply don't enjoy or don't know how to pair together. So, with this video, I'm hoping that I can share with you some ideas on why this could be happening, and perhaps we can all change our mindset and make more functional and intentional purchases. I think it's so important to have a smart closet where you can actually make everything work together. This will save you so much time and it will be less stressful on a daily basis. So the first thing that I think this could be happening, it's because you don't know your style and your style is just all over the place. You have not figured out yet what's good for you, what works for you, and where you look the best and feel the best. First of all, you don't have to fit in just one style. I think most of us would have maybe 3 or 4 styles combined. Me, for example, I feel I am casual, I am classic, I have a little bit of a romantic style, and I would say also sexy. Some people are more edgy, they are mostly classic, so you don't really have to choose one and stick to that. You can absolutely mix things, and I think that's the beauty of it because that makes you unique. It does take some time and practice for you to figure that out, but I promise you that once you start trying and combining certain styles, colors, textures, maybe prints, or whatever it is, I think it makes it so worth it because you start to see yourself in a different way and you start to feel more confident in whatever you're wearing. I think having a Pinterest board or having one of those apps that you can track which clothes you have and what you've been wearing, it's wonderful. I'm going to take a look and see some names so I can share with you. I am really into that and I'm planning to do as well because this way you can copy these outfits since they work for you and you can just replicate and make things a lot easier on a daily basis. The second reason, and very important one, I think it's because you are shopping for clothes that look good on other people but not on you. Sometimes we follow influencers, we follow YouTubers, we follow so many people, or even people that are around us, someone at work or in your college, wherever it is, doesn't matter. We look at them and we kind of project ourselves in a way that we feel we want to be that person, but sometimes it's just not your style, it's not who you are, and you end up with clothes that just don't fit, the whole picture. And I used to follow an influencer. Her name is Island. Her Instagram is Styling by Island, and she does an amazing job. I really admire her content. She's an interior designer, so that was one of the main reasons I followed her. But she also has a lot of fashion content. And remember that I purchased a pair of pants and a shirt that it looked incredible on her. It was like the perfect outfit, and I really wanted to get them. I don't normally do that, but with Island, I just admired her so much and I was following her for a while. She also made me buy a YSL bag that I hunted down like forever until I found it. So those things can happen and you end up doing impulsive buys. I don't think this was impulsive because I really thought about it. I really waited a long time to purchase the pants and also the shirt, and because they were a good price and they were kind of classic pieces that I thought I could wear for a long time, I ended up buying, and it was just so unflattering on me, but I still wanted to try and I kept trying, and every time I wore this pair of pants I just didn't feel myself. It was not a good style for my body type. So knowing your body type, not just following rules like apple shape or triangle or hourglass, there's so much more than that. I think it's very important to know your lines, to know your features, what you want to emphasize, what you want to de-emphasize. So knowing those tricks, I think really helps you to get ready whenever you need to. Number 3 could be because you're still buying clothes that are pretty random when it comes to colors and prints, and nothing really coordinates. I think at this point, because we have so many amazing apps out there and we have amazing professionals that actually do color analysis, I highly recommend, because once you understand which is your color palette and what you can work with the best, it doesn't mean you can't wear other colors. You can wear whatever you want, but knowing which colors are the best on you will save you so much time and money actually, because you will know for sure what's the best. You will know how to coordinate things, and that's not just for clothes, that's also for makeup, for accessories, everything. I think this just makes your life a lot easier. So I would highly recommend just understanding more about your features, about your hair, skin, contrast, all that kind of stuff. I'm not an expert, but it's something that I'm really into lately, and I think everyone should eventually get your color analyzed. The fourth reason is you still buy cheap clothes and fast fashion. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you have to spend a lot on clothes. In fact, if you're spending very little but you have just a little amount of clothes, I think that's fine. However, on the long run, you might end up spending a lot more money because you will have to replace these pieces way more often than if you had paid a little bit more for something that would last you a decade or much, much longer. So sometimes buying fast fashion, you will end up with clothes that are not comfortable, that won't last. They will have problem with stitching or with color transfer or just pilling and all that kind of stuff, that I think it makes such a difference when you're getting ready. So having clothes that look nice and look polished, that are nicely structured, fabrics that are high end, especially the synthetics, like staying away from synthetics, I think it's such a big change. So even if you still love clothes and you want to buy clothes, because I'm not against buying new clothes, I am not one of these people. I think you should enjoy. If you are not in debt and you love it, I think you should definitely invest in it. But I don't think it's healthy to just keep buying clothes that are not intentional and you just don't know how to pair them, because you will end up seriously with a closet that's full of clothes and you have no idea how to do anything with them. And this brings me to the fifth reason, which is you probably have too much. You have too many clothes, you have too much stuff, you just can't find anything, or you just don't even know what you actually own. And that can be a big problem, because then whenever you're trying to get ready, it's stressful, you don't know what to do, you just can't find anything, or maybe something that you remember that could go perfectly with that pair of pants that you just found is just nowhere to be found because there's just so much stuff. So having a nice and neat closet, I think, makes such a huge difference. Number six is you have not found yet an outfit formula that works for you. I have mine, and I would say that my signature is combining maybe two pieces that are the same shade, the same color, at least similar. For me, at least, it makes it so much easier to get ready. I feel when I pair my coat with my sweater, I am so free. I feel free to simply play around with scarf or play around with other accessories like a handbag or shoes. I don't really like combining everything like matchy matchy, but at least two pieces, I think it makes the outfit so cohesive. But obviously, it doesn't have to be just colors. I think there's so many ways that you can find a good formula for your outfits. So if you do have something that you wear a lot, like a t-shirt, jeans and blazer, or maybe you like trench coats, or maybe you cannot live without boots, whatever it is, I think it's so important to stick to them and just repeat them, because if they work for you, why do you have to look different every day? Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's really great to have an outfit formula, and I'm gonna do a video very soon about it. For number seven, I think one of the reasons that you might not be comfortable about the clothes that you have, or when you're trying to get ready, is just such a stressful time. It's because maybe you're trying too hard. Sometimes it's great to just go simple and find a base layer, something that is monochromatic, or maybe just jeans. I personally don't wear t-shirts. And I know everybody tells you that it's a staple piece and everyone needs. I don't wear t-shirts. Just don't like t-shirts on me. It has to be a very specific kind. So I'm not going to be the person who tells you that you need a t-shirt. But you definitely need something that works as a base layer. It could be a long sleeve shirt. It could be a turtleneck. It could be just a crew neck sweater. Anything that you like. But I think having those pieces in your wardrobe makes things so much easier, because once you have them together, it just makes it so much easier to accessorize. And that's the point that I wanted to talk about, is accessories. I think they play a huge role when it comes to getting dressed. So even if you don't find the perfect clothes and you're looking at your clothes and you're just not happy, sometimes just changing your handbag, or putting some beautiful earrings or a nice necklace, something more high end, something that brings that sparkle to the outfit, it makes such a huge difference. So don't try too hard. Maybe look at your clothes as part of the outfit, but not the entire outfit. You have shoes, you have bags, you have maybe a scarf or maybe a belt. You could be adding beautiful jewelry. So there's just so much more than clothes. And that's something I want you to keep in mind next time you're trying to get ready. And for the last one, number 8, it's because maybe your body has changed and maybe your lifestyle has changed. I think we tend to just get hold of our clothes for so long. Me personally, I came from Brazil 12 years ago almost, and I brought clothes from Brazil, and some of them are actually still here. They do fit me. Somehow, some of them still fit me, but they're not my style anymore. The weather that I have here is completely different from Brazil. Even in the summer, I feel like the clothes that I brought, I wouldn't wear them anymore. Maybe one shirt, maybe one piece or two, but most of them are either too short or they're just too tight or they're just very loud and bright because I used to wear clothes like this and now I prefer more muted or neutral. I still wear a lot of colors, but just not like these. I used to wear a lot of florals. My mom would make me dresses and I made myself some dresses too. I'll try to find pictures and show you, like long, boho dresses, and I don't really wear them anymore. So sometimes we just stick to these and we have this image of ourselves from 10 years ago, from 20 years ago, or maybe even more. It doesn't really matter. I think it's very important to accept your new self as we keep changing. And I don't mean that you have to change your clothes all the time because of that, but having classic pieces definitely helps because you will be able to style them in so many ways and in for decades, especially if it's something in high quality. So I think it's important to acknowledge that and understand that some of your clothes must go. You have to renew, you have to recycle. And again, it's not about buying new clothes all the time, but just understanding what works best for you, what's good and comfortable, what makes you feel confident when you get up the bed and you get dressed and you are excited about getting dressed. Not just because you can't go out naked, but it actually brings you joy. So I think that's very important. Hopefully this video was helpful. I will be sharing many more in the future. So if you like this content, please give the thumbs up. It helps my channel so much. And consider subscribing because I will be sharing many more videos in the future. And if you have any more tips that you want to share, please comment below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.